I have this HTML page. It has some styles. It has 3 divs with ID parent, inside it with an ID of child, and inside it with an ID of grandchild. I select those 3 divs using query selector and then attach a click event handler to all of them. When any one of them is clicked, this function is executed. This function takes in the event object and the element and extra parameter. We pass them as an argument here when we registered the function. Let's see what happens when we click the grandchild div. You click grandchild, you click child, you click parent. You did not click the child and the parent, and yet their event handler function is executed. Imagine a train that runs from the top of this page, reaches this div, goes through this child, and reaches the target that we clicked, the grandchild div. This train will now return back, but while returning, it sees this div has a click event registered. It needs to execute the associated function. So you clicked grandchild is logged. But on the way back up, it also executes all the click event handlers on each of its parents. Hence, you click child and you click parent is also logged. This is called event bubbling. The events just bubbles up. Now to stop this, you can use event.stopPropagation. The event object has this function. Now when you click on the grandchild, it just logs you clicked grandchild. Let's remove this function for now. There is something called an event capture. We can pass an object as an additional parameter to the add event listener function. Suppose we pass it to the child event listener, capture true. Now what will happen is when the train is coming down, it sees this object here in the child event listener and fires the event handler function here itself. So now when you click on the grandchild, it will log child, then grandchild, then parent. Let's now understand event delegation. Remove these event listeners from child and grandchild and just have the event listener in the parent. Let's remove this extra argument and just pass in the event object itself. In the function, let's remove this parameter. And now we use the event object and use the target and then the ID. Target here will refer to the current div which we will click, and the ID will be the ID of the div which we have clicked. So now when you click on the grandchild, it prints you clicked grandchild. You click on the child, it prints you clicked child. This way, you don't have to attach an event listener to the grandchild and the child. Just attaching it to the parent will suffice. The click event will just bubble up from the grandchild, then the child, then the parent. It finds a click event handler in the parent and then executes it.